You guys have a big night ahead of you coming up on the 8th here. You'll be performing at Cooper's Barbecue. It's your first show in town in many years. How do you think it's going to feel to hit the stage in familiar territory?
Well, the way it always feels when we're home, it feels like home. It really does. You know, the people that show up, a lot of them are family and friends. Um, and I guess I should say probably like close friends. But it seems like every time we're here, everyone's either part of the family or considered a friend, man. So it always feels. It doesn't. I mean, no matter where we've been, all across the world, man, being home, it just feels really special.
So the 8th will also be a very memorable night as well because the West Texas Music Hall of Fame is going to induct you guys. What does it mean to receive that honor? Look at Cooper's Facebook post about you guys coming in.
What? I actually knew about it. I'm just kidding. But yeah, they gave us. They
You
like
got
to
me.
prepare us for that kind of stuff, kind of like being at the Grammys. They kind of let you know a little bit about what's going to happen here and there. They don't tell you you're going to win or anything. But I'll tell you what, man. It's crazy because John Boone, who's been coordinating all of it, was actually part of a band that we were really like into as kids. They were called Tommy Gun back in the day, and he was the bass player. And so when he called me, I was like, John, what's going on? And he's like, Hey, West Texas Hall of Fame wants to induct you guys. And I was like, what? He was like, you're actually already in it. We just want to, give you guys an award, and we might do a little trade off. Kind of, they're supposed to give us something, and then we're gonna probably hand them something to kind of display there. But one thing that I remember Henry did tell John was, there's three of us, so we need three awards. And he's like, I don't know if we can do that, but hey, I'll tell you what, I I mean, just to be considered even for something like that is, I mean, that's beyond something that we would have ever expected, man. I mean, we've been doing music to do music, to do it. At first it started out as a means to just kind of pay the bills and just get by, and then of course it's a family. It's been a family affair, so it's been about family and things of that nature. But when you get to where we've been and go the places we've gone because of music, just like with this West Texas Hall of Fame thing, it really shows you that that music is as special as we grew up feeling like it was. It's a universal language. It's a way for people to. It breaks barriers between ethnicities. I can't say races. We're all the same race, but ethnicities and beliefs and things of that nature. And so to be part of something as special as the West Texas Hall of Fame, I mean, brother, we have gone all over the world promoting West Texas, and so I guess it's just a perfect fit, man, and we're very honored and very thankful.
Hey, if they only give you the one award, I guess you guys could kind of have it on a rotation every month. It trades hands.
Well, the way I told Henry and Ringo, I said, um, yeah, it doesn't really matter to me, man. Usually those things wind up at Henry's house. You know,
Well,
he's the older
someone's got to
brother,
hold
and
on to them, I guess.
yeah, he's the older brother. We give him that credit, that love. But the rotation thing's a good idea. I'll bring it up.
You mentioned your brothers now a couple of times, and everyone's always heard the saying, you don't do business with family, but you guys have been so successful in your quote unquote business, the music industry, making music. You guys have been performing together for 20 years. Yes, there was a little bit of a short break, but what has been the key to your longevity in keeping everyone together?
I believe the key truly is knowing that we're family. That really is the truth, man. Where we come from and the way we were raised, there's nothing more important. There's nothing more important, and that's one of the things we try to do with the people with our music with our music that people that we don't know, is we try to make them feel like we're family in some sort of way. Whether it be through the lyrics we sing, something that you can relate to on one day maybe, or some portion of your life. I think having that mentality and that outlook on just life in general, it made it easy to go into business. I mean, also part of it is because we didn't really have much of a choice. It was like, hey, this is what we do. This is what it seems like we're good at. So we're kind of stuck together, you know? Truthfully, it is because we're family. It is because of the love for family. And, you mentioned the break we took, which was a 3-year break, which was very, very important as well. It was very much needed. And that's a big part of the reason why we are able we just finished our the latest record. We just finished it. We haven't put out a record in around 10 years. And so I think as well as the going and going and going is, it's good. It's good to be out there and doing our thing, but you need some you need some time for reflection, especially being an artist or being someone that uses your personal experiences in life to create something that other people can view or be part of. And so uh, the bottom line is family and knowing that nobody's got your back like your brother does.
That's fair enough. You guys should maybe write a book on that and how families can stick together. We could use a lot more of that in this day and age, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
You mentioned the break and time for reflection. Well, you guys are going full throttle right now. Looking at your upcoming tour schedule, you're going to be in California and New York, Arizona. When you are out on the road, is there maybe one state or one city in particular that you really love going to and performing for your fans?
It's funny you asked that. I mean, man, the truth of the matter is wherever we've gone, we've always just been received so well. People have been so responsive, and to say that there is one particular place, that's like saying I have a special kid that I like or love the most, and my daughter over here saying that's me. um, there's no place like Texas. There's no place like home. That's first and foremost. But I mean, man, California has really been like a second home to us every time we've gone there. But see, as I say that, I remember that New Mexico has also been like that family. Arizona has shown that love. I mean, the truth of the matter is really that it's everywhere we go, man. We have such a, you know, the fan base that we have. I don't really like using the word fan, but the the base of the people that really enjoy what we do, they're just they come out and they're there and they're supportive and they're a lot of the word of mouth, a lot of what Los Lonely Boys do and where we're going becomes word of mouth by those people, and so we're just thankful. I mean, even when we went to Japan, man, I mean, they were singing our songs over there, that wasn't something we expected, and so all of this is really dreams come true, man. But I'll tell you this much: the creator of all things has let us know that everywhere we go would be our home, and it feels that.
Well, that's great that you guys get that reception, even in Japan, and they're singing your songs. The world is full of surprises. A little bit earlier, you had mentioned how no matter where you go, and for really decades at this point, you guys have been repping West Texas. How do you think maybe growing up in West Texas has kind of shaped you guys? Maybe it's some values, some morals. You mentioned obviously how family's big, but maybe just coming from this part of the country, how maybe that's helped you three along your journey.
I think as you ask that question, I think you kind of feel it inside too. The answer is that West Texas is the best place, son. It's just something about being from Texas. But then when you're from West Texas, you know that you're part of that, that mysterious, the sunsets and the cactus and the gunslingers or the westerns and the for Los Lonely Boys, it's definitely a big part of how we were shaped, how representing that. I mean, because there's just something. I don't want to use certain words, but there's something very special and something very bad. Very 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 awesome to be from West Texas. And don't get me wrong, we've met millions of people from all parts of the world, and everyone's got their beautiful thing about them, man. But if you're from West Texas, you got all eyes on you, man. So we definitely know that, recognize that, and we couldn't be more thankful to the creator for making this our place of birth, place of where we've grown, and the place we represent.
for your fans across the country and really around the world, where can they go to see your upcoming tour information and look at tickets?
Yeah, loslonelyboys.com for sure. But you also got now you got Facebook, you got Instagram. I'm sure there's some information on TikTok and YouTube as well. Um, you can that's where you can find out all of the information of the upcoming dates as well as when the release of the new album is coming. Because I'm sure, as you know, we've actually released a couple of singles over the last few months. Send More Love and Dance with Me, and we're not stopping there, man. We're really hoping to have videos attached to every one of these songs so that we can not only have the listening format but the viewing as well. Um, but yes, you check out all those places, you're definitely going to know what Los Lonely Boys are up to. And so if you're checking it out, you're going to see that we're here at home this weekend. We'll be at Cooper's Barbecue, and we'll be just sharing some Texican rock and roll with everybody from home and whoever decides to come in from other surrounding areas.
Mr. Garza, I know you have a very busy few months coming up. I will let you do your thing. Thank you so much for making the time. It was a great pleasure to speak with you.
Likewise, brother, man. You take care of yourself, and thanks for spreading the word about Los Lonely Boys still being around. And y'all come on out, man. We're ready. We're bringing that Texican rock and roll. Blessings to everyone.